Hi, I'm Laura, and welcome back to the Tarot Genie, where you receive intuitive answers from the tarot to your burning questions about business, career, creativity, entrepreneurship, personal development, politics, and more. In this video, we're going to get from the tarot the answer to the question, how do you tap into bliss more often, daily, or throughout the entire day? And the reason this came to mind this morning, it's a Sunday, is that I often, and since I was a little girl, I remember at 5 years old, 6 years old, this is really dating me, but I used to watch Walt Disney, and there was a show back then called Lassie about this dog, collie, and something about the music. It used to come on at Sunday nights, before I went back to school on Monday, and the music was very eerie, and it just made me depressed on a Sunday evening. And I don't know whether it's ever since then I've gotten what my daughter calls, and she said this is a common phenomenon, and she's 30 years old, so it's not just because I'm older that it happens, I guess, but she said it's called the Sunday Scaries. So anyway, I was feeling the Sunday blues about an hour or two ago, and I thought, well, what should be the motivational video for this week that we question to ask the tarot? I thought, well, I took a class yesterday with my top spiritual coach, Carole Dore, and look her up, Carole Dore. That's Carole, C-A-R-O-L-E, Dore, D-O-R-E, and you can look up her website, powervisiondynamics.com. And in fact, the book I'm recommending, it's a little mini handbook, but I have the original book. Here's her book. Now, it's not talking about bliss per se, but it's called the Emergency Mini-Handbook for Getting Money Fast. And you see Carole's lovely face on the front of the book. But one chapter I strongly recommend, or not chapter, a section, is called Expansion of Energy. And Carole Dore is someone who experiences bliss all the time. But as she said, and as she mentioned yesterday in her class, she's lived like hundreds, dozens, whatever, of lifetimes in her current lifetime. She's 75 years old, be turning 76 in a couple months. Doesn't look it at all. She looks much, many decades younger. And she attributes this to being in bliss. And one of the ways she, on this particular section, Expansion of Energy, she talks about how important it is to tap into bliss, to stay youthful, to stay healthy, etc. And she includes a whole number of suggestions: music, singing, dancing, being creative, focusing into only one power, a positive power, whatever that means to you, allowing yourself to receive love, speaking positive words of joy and confidence. And just looking at this and remembering her words of wisdom, I was able to get myself out of that Sunday blues feeling. And as such, I thought that would be today's topic. Let's see, mentally, physically, and spiritually, how can you tap more into the bliss that is your divine right? It's really important. Oh, and also to that point, I came across a group. It's a Danish electronic music group. I always like to learn about new music. I love all kinds of music, from Bach to rock and beyond. Only kind of music I really don't like too much, that my son plays a lot of, is rap music. At least some of the really negative lyrics to some of the songs that are on the rap stations. It's about the only one. I don't like country music too much. Sorry for anyone who loves country music. And what else? So just a few genres I don't like that much. But basically, I have a very eclectic taste in music. Always love to recommend music, and I came across two pieces. One's called Kissing, and the group's name is Bliss. It's Bliss. You can check it out, and I'll have the links to those songs. Bliss, their song Kissing, and also Sunrise. They're just very moving songs. So I recommend that for you to tap into your bliss. But let's see what the tarot recommends today. Oh, and the significator card for how to tap into your bliss is none other than the Sun card, Major Arcana card. It's also my birth card, because I'm a 19 that becomes 10 that becomes a 1, numerologically. That's my name, my full name, and it's also my full birth date, which I won't share with you right now. But anyway, the Sun card just, for me, epitomizes that pure bliss, that openness of the inner child, that youthful vibe, the beautiful sunflowers, the illuminating sun, and warmth and radiance that is represented in this image. So this is our significator card that I consciously chose. Now I will shuffle the cards face down. I will choose them and choose them intuitively. Mentally, physically, and spiritually, what insights can we gather on how to tap daily into bliss? All right, got the 3 cards. And there we go. So first card, mentally. The 8 of Wands reversed. Mentally. Now, when the 8 of Wands is upright, this suggests this card, this image, reflects a lot of energy, a lot of movement, a lot of kind of, sometimes it can represent chaos, just this whole lot of commotion coming at once, a lot of communication. What's now popping out though, since it's reversed, the 8 of Wands reversed, is that to experience bliss, sometimes you just need to slow down and kind of enjoy life, using that proverbial take time to smell the roses. But I see it as mentally you need to calm yourself down, slow yourself down. Although it can be very helpful to be energetic, to dance, to sing, that kind of thing. But in today's reading, it's suggesting to me the first way that you go about tapping into your bliss is just kind of to calm down, to take time to enjoy life. I mean, we see in this, and that comes to mind because we see this bucolic countryside in the background. And then there's this calm river that's wending its way through the image. But normally when we see these 8 of Wands upright, it's suggesting a lot of energy and a lot of things. And it looks a little bit, it suggests some chaos in a way because the wands are not all at the same level. So it just seems to be kind of a little bit of helter-skelter energy. But given it's reversed, I believe that saying mentally, take time to slow down, to kind of savor life. That's what's coming to mind. And the wands relate to passion and purpose. So yes, savor life. Take time to mentally slow down and savor life. That's one way to tap into bliss. Physically, the 3 of Pentacles or the 3 of Coins here, this is suggesting to me what we see here is teamwork. And also kind of 3 different elements. We have this professional, it's probably the architect, we have the bishop or the monk-like figure, and then we have this gesture, it's like court gesture. And that suggests to me that physically, we need to surround ourselves, we need to link up with people who can contribute different facets of life to us. Maybe we have friends who are spiritual. Maybe we have a good friend who has a great sense of humor. Perhaps another friend who's just very skilled in some very artistic ways. I think that's what this is saying. Physically, you kind of get out into the world and enjoy other people, gain new perspectives on things. That expands kind of your view of things, of the world, of life. And when you expand, as we see here in the Sun card, that always represents to me expansion. That expansion allows you to tap more into bliss, because when you contract, that's when you feel like you're in a vise, which happens to me when I experience stress or upset, especially in a situation or relationship. I contract and I cannot feel the bliss. But here it's suggesting get out, expand your horizons with other types of people. Just enjoy that camaraderie with other people, work with other people, and that will help you to tap into your bliss. Oops, it's falling these cards here. And then finally, spiritually, how can you tap more into your bliss? And I selected the 8 card, Strength card reversed. Now when the Strength card is upright, in this particular version, it's very illuminated, lots of light in this image. And the young maiden who has infinite, as this infinity sign overhead, infinite ability and patience in a very gentle way to tame the lion. But I selected this reversed, and in this particular situation in response to the question, how to tap into bliss spiritually, I believe this is suggesting that you need to take that time to turn within. Once again, as we said, mentally, you may need to slow down, savor life. I believe that this is suggesting that to experience your bliss more often, to turn within and recognize, take time to recognize your inner strength, your infinite strength, your ability to transcend challenging situations as represented by the lion, fierce situations, difficult situations. That's a key way. If you tap in, you turn within, and you really feel, because I see this as a feeling when it's reversed in response to this particular question, to feel that inner strength. And when you have that inner strength, that will help you tune in to your innate bliss much more often, or on a daily basis, as Carole Dore does. I mean, she's endured so many types of situations. If you could name almost any type of situation, negative situation, challenge in life, basically she's experienced it. Seriously. So in conclusion, to experience more of bliss, take time to savor life. Slow down. Don't go around in a frenzy. Don't operate like a chicken with your head off, especially mentally. Don't allow that mental chatter, because this card represents the mental aspect. Slow down and tune in and savor life. Now, collaborate with others. Have friends and colleagues or acquaintances who have different qualities, whether it's humor, particular professional skill, artistic skill, and then that spiritual side represented by the monk. And then finally, to recognize and turn within, take time to turn within, to just hone that spirit of inner strength that you truly have. I hope this reading has been helpful for you. Please subscribe if you've not already subscribed by hitting that subscribe button. I do offer personal readings. Go to my website, thetarotgenie.com, for more information about that. Also, you can download a free tarot audio off of that website if you want to overcome a block, if you're stuck on a particular area in your life. And remember, until next time, illumine your mind, inspire your life with the tarot.